You know what's crazy, man? And what I realized, especially as a black man, there's no real definition of, how I put it, of really being a man. You know what I mean? Because being a man for my dad's generation was different than my generation. Being a man for his dad's generation, being a man for his dad's generation is different. But also not even that, well, not only that, I should say, being a man for different races is different. Being a man as a white man is different. Being a man as a Hispanic man is different. Being a man as a Arabic man is different. Being a man is different, period. So there's really no such thing as be a man. You know what I mean? Like, what type of man should I be? You should be the type of man for whatever situation you're in, is what I feel and how I would put it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like every situation requires a different type of man. You can't be a man's man just one way and it works for everything, because that's just not how the world works. Like, I don't even know where this whole be a man thing come from. You know what I mean? Because, like, there's no rule book. There's no book about being a man. I don't care what they try to say. Oh, well, and this song. How you know? Who said that? Did they have a book about it? No, that's just what we think. You know what I mean? And then we got to put away what we think, and we got to just do what we know. There's no right way to be a man. There's no wrong way to be a man. So whatever type of man you are the perfect type of man for whatever situation you're in. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because, like I said, growing up, especially as a black guy, they teach you and tell you that, oh, you can't have feelings. You can't cry. Why not? It's normal. It's the human thing. It's biology. You cry. You're sad, you cry. You're hurt, you cry. You're actually doing yourself more harm when you don't cry, when you're supposed to be crying. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just crazy because if I'm going through something and it's hurting me, I'm gonna cry. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't making me less of a man if I cry. It's not making me less of a man if I tell somebody, hey, you know, what you said to me, I don't like, or the way you treated me, I just don't like. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to make me less of a man because I know what type of man I am for my situation. You know, it may change people's perception of you, but perception is not a fact. Perception is not who you are. Perception is how somebody see you. As long as you know who you are, then that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Because a rose called by another name is still a rose. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you look at it and call it, it's a rose. And it's just crazy, man, because like I said, you know, I see a lot of people out here suffering, especially men, you know, and a lot of black men, because that's my community. So that's what I see more of. I see a lot of us, people that look like me. That's my peer group. That's my community. That's who I'm around. And it's just crazy because they don't know that it's different ways of being a man. They think it's just one way. Like, we all grew up thinking the only way to be a man was to stand on your 2 feet, hold your ground, and get a lot of money and get a lot of girls. You feel me? And that's just not it. You know what I mean? Because we got people that's stuck in that same mindset forever. They're throwing away their lives to be this version of a man that's not even an end-all, be-all. You know what I'm saying? And it's a circle. It's just going to keep happening, you know, because we don't have nobody out here telling us, hey, man, it's okay to cry. Hey, man, it's okay to talk about your feelings. Hey, man, I know how tough it is growing up out here, but, man, you can go talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? You can go talk to somebody, man. It's going to be all right, man. Ain't nobody going to look at you different. Ain't nobody going to judge you. And if they do judge you, who cares? Who cares? Are they sleeping with you at night? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they going to take care of what you got to take care of? No, like, be yourself, man, and stop just trying to live up to this image of what being a man we think is, you know, especially in the black community, man, because we all know, like, me realizing I'm almost 30, like, I'm just not realizing a lot of the stuff we were shown and taught growing up in low class, you know, and I'm not going to say poor because we weren't poor. You know, we didn't have as much as other people, but we was never poor. You couldn't tell me I was poor. But the thing about it is, it's like a lot of that stuff was just propaganda taught to that generation who told us. And the generation before them was just propaganda. It was not right. You know what I mean? It's just, it was one condition that they had to do, and that was the condition of them to be a man. So they took that one condition and passed it on and made it a end all be all. You know what I mean? It don't make you less of a man if you know how to cook. It don't make you less of a man if you get a kitchen set. You know what I'm saying? It don't make you less of a man for nothing. What makes you a man is you being you in every situation and any type of situation that you can be. Because the thing about it, every situation is different, and you have to change and adapt to certain situations. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy thing about it, though. But like, next time anybody ever try to tell you to be a man, like, don't listen to that. You know what I mean? Ask them, okay, if you want me to be a man, what type of man should I be for this situation? You know what I mean? Because there's no one type of person. There's no one type of man. And just because the situation may be the same for you, the way I go through it is different. You know what I mean? And at some point in our community, man, we got to stop doing that and break that cycle and break that chain, because, you know, we can't have mothers raising their kids, especially little boys, to be like, hey, toughen up, you a man, stop that crying. You know what I mean? Because I did the same thing. You know, like I said, I'm not perfect and I can admit my wrongs, but it's not right. Because now you're putting trauma and pain and fear in that child, and they don't even know it, and it's just going to fester inside of them until they get older, you know, and then they're going to be acting out. Don't even know why. It's because all they remember is, well, I was taught by my dad or by my mom or by my mom and dad that as a man, I can't cry. As a man, I can't show emotion. As a man, I can't be tired. Why not? You are human. Before anything, we are human beings, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you're tired, you're tired. Tell someone. If you're hurting, you're hurting. Tell someone. If you're sad, you're sad. Tell someone. If you want to cry, cry. It's okay. You know.